All right, all right, all right. We're going to try to take two for this video. What is your spiritual language? It was really starting to get juicy. I was getting into the good stuff. And then with this Mercury retrograde pre-shadow, and for those that don't want, they don't want information like this to be sent out and broadcasted to those of you. I got knocked right off of Facebook. However, let's jump right back in and continue. Hi guys. Your spiritual language and how working with specific type of candles, oils, deities, and rituals. Hey Nichelle, yes mama, you're back. How working with these particular items will and can influence the results that you are going to get. Hey Susie, you can hear me again? Okay, good, my love. So talking about hey Claire.
What's happening? You can just pick up from where you were. I was paying attention, so I'm ready.
Yeah, so a couple people were just talking about, what's worked for them. Candles, someone has said candles burn a little bit slower for them. And that may be because of the candle combination that you're using. Some people are like, hey, sigils really work for me. Sigils, for me personally, work phenomenal when you know how to create them, when you know how to activate them, when you know how to add them to your spiritual practice. So what's happening is with a lot of you, especially if you're new with your candle magic, you're dabbling in candles because candles are easy. You go to the Botanica, it's already prepared, it has the symbols, it has everything on there. And what's happening is people are preparing their candles, they're praying over them, they're lighting them, they're letting they're letting them go. And can you guys hear me okay? Claire, can you hear me?
Ye- yes, when your phone is sitting still, yes.
Okay. And people are not working, they're not working their candles. Okay. That's one. Two, everyone flocks to candle magic because it's trendy and you're seeing it on Instagram and you're seeing it on YouTube and you're seeing it on Facebook and you're seeing that everybody's burning candles. And then you're like, well, how come it's not working? That's not your spiritual language. You're supposed to have a voodoo doll of yourself. You're supposed to have a wishing jar set up for you. Hold on. I don't know what this. Can you guys hear me?
Yes.
Okay. You're supposed to be incorporating other elements into your magic, not just burning candles. And that's why the results that you're looking for may be slow or may not necessarily be coming as quickly or even manifesting the way that you want. For some people, your spiritual language, you're too damn anxious. You're so anxious, you can't even sit long enough to meditate in front of your candle. You're like when you're walking away. So all of that is playing a part. Kaya, what's your opinion on, because you practice candle magic and you dabbled in different types of magic, what's your opinion on identifying what your spiritual language is?
Well, it's just like what type of restaurant do you go to? Like they all have salt and pepper. Like a Thai restaurant has salt and pepper, a soul food restaurant has salt and pepper, a vegetarian restaurant has salt and pepper, but they all have some main thing that they specialize in. And so I don't want to be like, well, even the McDonald's has salt and pepper and they're a fast food restaurant. So
Mm-hmm.
I totally agree that there is different variations for different people. It's just like relationship languages. Everybody don't have the same relationship language. So you can't all relate. This is why if I go astray for a second, there's no cheating in relationships. You know why? Because a person is only being faithful to their astrological chart. You can look in their chart and see what their behavior is, but because you don't know what their chart says, you're like, oh, they're cheating. They're not cheating. Like that's just how they are. So that's their relationship language, and it doesn't match with your relationship language. They could leave you and be with somebody else and everything be fine. But like we talked about the limiting character earlier today, everybody wants to be a control freak and make everybody be just like me. You can't be just like me. I can't make, and nobody can make me be just like them. So you have to accept me for who I am. That's really what sorcery is about, you know, not trying to manipulate something. And we use water for water rituals. We don't try to make water real hot and then use it for a fire ritual, or we don't try to cool fire down and use it for an air ritual. So yeah, I use candle magic, but I think that I recently, when I look around, I'm more of a sigil cat. I'm more of a but I use candles because you can go to a Chinese restaurant and get chicken wings, and chicken wings is not Chinese food. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Every Chinese restaurant has chicken wings. You know why? Because it works. It sells. So I know that candle magic works for me, but that's not my number one thing. I think I'm more of a prayer warrior and a chanter than I am anything. Because I've seen times where my altar was not lit with candles and stuff was popping off. But when I sprinkle, when I add me some spices, when I add salt and pepper or 21 seasons or lemon pepper to my work that I'm doing, it just goes higher and higher. So I think this is an excellent subject.
I like the fact that you brought that up because you said sigils and you're a prayer warrior. And I'll tell you something. To me, in my opinion, candle magic is a lazy man's magic. It's a lazy person's magic. It works, it's easy, but it takes a lot of people, and this is why a lot of people's candle magic doesn't work. They light the candle and they just walk away and let it burn for 4, 5, 6, 7 days. A lot of people say to me, I'm supposed to do something. I'm supposed to pray over the candle. Like, yes, there's a prayer that happens in the candle. That prayer is there for a reason. A 7-day candle means you're supposed to work your spell for 7 days, not light your candle and walk by it for 7 days, but you're putting energy into it consistently. So when you say you're an altar, you could be out of town, you travel a lot, you could be gone for a whole week, but you can still do your prayer work and you can get the same results out of a month candle with or without the candle being lit when you are away. Would you agree?
Oh, I'm an altar dude all the way. I did you like a lot of people are doing candles, but your altar ain't set up correctly. So she was asking like, but oh, my battery's at 5%. I better say everything I gotta say. She was like, well, I've been doing candle magic. Yeah, but are you doing candle magic on the floor? Like, are the things around it? Does your kitchen pass inspection? So because you can cut an orange open and make orange juice doesn't mean your whole kitchen is operating properly. So my altar game really is so tight because no matter what you're doing, whether you're chanting, sigils, candles, voodoo, Wiccan, whatever, it's all about the communication with the higher entities, no matter what. So that's why I don't even really like when black people be trying to knock somebody for having a black person for having Archangel Michael on their altar, or you a black person and you don't have the Orisha on your altar. And what? So what? I'm from the church of what works. I'm not being dogmatic. So if you think that you're some color and you only can do one thing, then that's the same thing. You might as well just stay in church.
Whew. And that's something else we'll talk about in tomorrow's class because a lot of melanated people feel like they're supposed to work with melanated deities. Just because I'm black, I need to work with the Orishas. And you couldn't be
Just
further from the
because I'm
truth.
black, I should put Malcolm X on a on a piece of ancestor money. Malcolm X died broke. Broke,
Right.
broke, 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 broke. Harriet Tubman died broke. The Jade Emperor was a sorcerer supreme 100,000 years before he was even the Jade Emperor over all money. So he was already a sorcerer first. Then he's over all money, black, white, blue, green. It don't matter what galaxy you are in. He's over all money. He's a god. You know what I'm saying? So there aren't, so can I use deities, you know what I'm saying, African deities for that? Sure. But, you know, don't be like, oh, well, it's gotta be black. All you looking for is the result anyway. A lot of y'all just be going too far. You looking for the result and you trying to be caught up in what you look like. When that door closes, like this is my altar, like my altar room when the, where's my, oh, I can't turn my camera around. But when my door closes, what happens in that altar room is between me and what's in that altar room. Not all of y'all that's on the outside. So, too many of y'all think that your altar room is like a social media place or who's watching me. My altar room is very comfortable because I go in there and take naps. I go in there and sleep overnight if I want to. I got heat in there. But it's important that we set up that communication with the proper language without having our limiting character in there with me.
Well, not only that, and this is just my opinion, and correct me if I'm wrong, but if I'm trying to get approved for a homeowner's loan, or I'm trying to manifest a raise at work, I'm not going to go to a deity that lived in poverty out in the jungle of Africa. I'm going to go to the deity that lived in riches and wealth and sat on gold thrones.
Did you know that you can did you know that you can put Andrew Carnegie on your ancestor altar for money spells? Did you know that you could put if you're a business owner, you could put Napoleon Hill on your altar to help you with ideals for your. Did you know that you could put other, you know, you can put white people on your altar and you won't go to hell? Okay, I just want just people, just let me just say it real factual like that. Success is success. There's over 3 million white people registered in the Yoruba tradition as their religion. They're doing rituals, cutting goats, chickens, lighting candles for Obatala, Yemeya, all of them, and they're getting results with not one bit of hesitation. Zero.
And that's another thing. That's something else we're going to talk about in tomorrow's class. Working with tangible items on your altar. If I am going to court and I want to do a court case spell, I'm going to go dig up some dirt from a deceased judge or outside of the courthouse that I'm going to be going to. If I want to send a mofo to jail, I'm going to go get some dirt from the LA County Twin Towers. You feel me? If I want to do a successful marriage spell, I'm going to bury my marriage candles at a church because that's where people tend to get married. Working with tangible items on your altar makes a huge difference in the results of what you're looking for in your life. So that's
Y'all
just
have to come. Yeah, y'all have to come to class tomorrow. Y'all, we telling you what you're gonna get in class tomorrow. We're not like about to have class right now. We're telling you about the private class that we're having tomorrow at 9 o'clock. It's $26, and you got to go to selfdiscoveryclass.info. It's a class on self-discovery, and you get to ask all. We really don't want you just to come to class and just sit there and like listen the whole time. We want you to be typing in questions and asking questions. It's a question-centered class. It's full Q&A the entire time. Okay, so please, if you haven't been there, this would be an excellent one for you to start with. You don't have to catch up with all the other ones, but they're available. But if you have been coming to class, you know the format. You run the class, me and Jasmine answer to y'all. That's the thing that's different about this. You don't just sit and we talk at you. We're waiting for you to ask us questions. Now we do have some things to say and we go on tangents sometimes due to the questions, but we're here to answer everybody's questions so it can trigger everybody to go out there and start living their best life and incorporating with their higher selves. So you can come tomorrow, even though the topic is limiting character and what's your spiritual language, you got a question about setting up your altar. Come to class tomorrow. I got a class about burning ancestor money. Come to class tomorrow. I got a class about rituals and what color candle and dressing this candle. Come to class tomorrow. But that's just like the umbrella that we have over what we're doing. So I just wanted to get that in there before my battery died.
Yes, no, thank you. Thank you so much, Kyer. We're just giving them a little taste, so at least they have an idea of what to expect tomorrow. But these are the things that I feel are impeccable and important, especially in the month of October, is figuring out what your spiritual language is now, so that you're not struggling trying to manifest your money, trying to get your tax return on time, trying to manifest some extra hours for your Christmas, kids that want stuff, so that you're able to have a comfortable 2020 moving forward. And you got to plant those seeds now. We're in October. The seeds you plant now are going to manifest in November, in December, in January, and moving forward.
And this class is also going to teach a lot of y'all this thing about waiting till the last minute to do shit. So many of y'all are going to try to wait until tomorrow at 8 o'clock to sign up. And that's going to be the wrong thing to do. You can, but it's a Mercury retrograde. Why don't you get off of this webinar, this class, and go sign up tonight? And when you finish signing up, make sure you go all the way through. Don't just pay on PayPal. Pay on PayPal, then you're going to be transferred to another page for you to finish registering at the webinar. If you do not receive a password, a private password, you didn't complete the registration. And every week for 6 weeks, somebody's emailing me and Jasmine at 9:03. I get the most emails and messages at 8:55 to 9:10 talking about I didn't get my password. Why do you and your limiting character wait to the last minute to do things like that? Like right now, you got 22 hours before class starts. Why don't you just go ahead and take care of it tonight?
Right.
And then you say, in the morning, I could wake up and see a bunch of emails saying, hey, I didn't get my private password. Well, we got 11 hours to take care of that, not last minute. And then you're running around. How you do one thing is how you do everything. So those of you, but if you do sign up for the class, you don't get the password, you always gonna get the replay, okay? So I just wanted to make that perfectly clear. But if you don't come to class and you miss it, you have to pay $35 for the extra, for the missed class, okay? So $26 is the incentive, it adds up to the number 8, but it's $35 if you missed a class. But wait till Christmas and you see how many classes me and Jasmine have. You're gonna be like,
Right.
oh.
Well, not only that, wait till Christmas and see what you've manifested from taking all these classes, doing your pumpkin ritual, learning your spiritual language, getting out your own way, planting those seeds in the month of October so that your kids can have everything that they want in December, and y'all actually got rent money left over. Just saying.
These are the facts. These are the facts that she's kicking right now. Absolutely.
Well, I'm going to hop off of here because I have 1, 2, 3, 4 candles to dress and a whole
And
ritual.
tomorrow there's going to be one winner. There's going to be one winner for the open
Oh, the
mic contest.
giveaway.
Jasmine was sitting there talking about everybody's getting some tomorrow. I don't have a giveaway for everybody tomorrow. I don't know what she was talking about. She doesn't either. She was just excited. We've never done an open mic, so we want you to bring your talent tomorrow. Bring your astrology, witchy, tarot talent tomorrow, and you got 3 to 5 minutes to display your talent, whether it's singing or telling a story or whatever. And then I'm going to give away a prize to the winner, and Jasmine's going to give away a prize to the winner. Okay? So we'll tell y'all when y'all get there. But if only one person participates, only one person wins. So don't let your limiting character keep you from getting the blessing tomorrow by coming and displaying your talent on our first ever open mic.
Yes. Yes. All right, you guys. Any final thoughts, Kyer?
Oh no, I'm good. My phone is about to die any second now.
Awesome. I love y'all. I will see everybody tomorrow. Selfdiscoveryclass.info. Go ahead and register, sign up. p.m. Eastern. We will see y'all tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching. Please share this video in your Facebook group. Share this on your page. Send it to a friend or family. Always, if you have any questions, you can inbox me. Thursdays is my busiest day preparing for class, so I would suggest if you have questions, send them tonight. If you want to speak to me privately, you have to book an appointment through my website at oneritualaway.com, and I will talk to y'all tomorrow. Good night. Peace.